Hello, Alessandrina here, and today I wanted to talk about the process of change. And in that process of change, how we cannot experience change without changing. So, oftentimes, if we find ourselves in difficult relationship dynamics, a difficult situation regarding our health or money situation or career or anything, any dimension of our life, where we experience discomfort, pain, suffering, we may want to quickly get out of that situation, not feel the way we're feeling, not have the thoughts that we're having, not have the experience that we're imagining and interpreting to be having. And that's understandable. It's understandable that we have this intrinsic conditioned in reaction and aversion to pain and to suffering. And the challenge when we are wanting to change from that place of pain and suffering and wanting to avoid or escape our pain and suffering is that we may not have understood the different subconscious parts of ourselves, of our energy that are interactive in the dynamics, in the situation, in the experience that we're having. And therefore, it can be very difficult to actually experience the change that we want to experience without us changing, without the subconscious part that are influencing the life results that we're having, without them changing. So we can't change without changing. Understanding that can really help you to then become aware and identify the different parts of yourself that are maybe subconscious to you and that you can, by kind of shining light onto them, onto subconscious beliefs and subconscious parts of yourself that are not aligned with the life experiences that you're wanting to experience and to have. When you start to shine the light onto those different incongruent misaligned parts of your system, now change can happen. So that means that change can only happen if we are changing. So if we become aware of the parts of ourselves that are not aligned with the change that we want to experience. So when we do that and we shine the light on those parts and we become aware of them, then there's a way to heal those parts, to inform those parts, to educate them, to help them feel safe with the change that we're choosing. And then they can align, and then the change can happen quite naturally. So usually change happens when we're completely, or at least in the majority of our parts, subconscious and conscious, where there's essentially an alignment, when we are feeling safe and comfortable with the change that we're bringing in, where that which we say we want actually feels good and feels possible and feels like we have the capacity to handle that change and to navigate it. And that's not always the case. We may consciously say we want change, and there may be other parts of us that don't feel like that. So as we explore that, as we identify our resistance to change, and then we work through it, and we focus on the change that we want to bring, and we're also comfortable and feeling supported in resolving the parts that are not aligned with the change, then the change happens. So as you work at that level of your system, at the level of the emotions, at the level of your subconscious, you tend to get greater results and to really be able to change by changing internally, and to experience the change that you want through this internal change that you're intending, that you're committing to, and that you're developing and refining, and therefore bringing into reality. I hope this is helpful and that you see the value of understanding ways in which the subconscious can kind of act as a block to the change that you truly want in your life, and therefore you can support change more effectively, more efficiently in your life, and achieve it also in a, let's say, quicker than you might have in the past. Sending you much love.